Welcome again to Highly Questionable. Pablo Torre sitting in for Bomani Jones. What do you like on the show today, Pablo?
Well, today, Jon Jones is going to bare his soul to us. And by us, I mean not me, because I was not invited to do that interview.
To me, that's right. We kick him out of here.
Thanks.
Vamos, papi. That's right, to me.
Could the Rockets make this a series?
Anytime you have shaved in half a lead of 2-1 and you have another home game, you've already made it a series. And yet still, the answer to this question is somehow no, because Steph Curry is coming back, and when he does so, he will bludgeon and bury the Rockets, who aren't very good and needed everything in their powers just to get through last night, even though Golden State wasn't very good last night.
As much as I want to go into some analytic insight about the power of James Harden and so forth, the series is as fragile as Steph Curry is, and Steph Curry is as fragile as his ankle is. And here's the thing when people say, I know I'm not a doctor, but... even doctors, even his doctor, the doctor who first did his surgery in 2011, did not know what was up with Steph Curry's ankle. The doctors don't always realize what's up, which means that how could any of us realize what's up?
By the way, he speaks of expertise. He wrote an incredibly long, incredibly boring piece on Steph Curry's ankle. He's an expert.
Half of that was definitely true.
Are you happy? You jinxed Steph Curry.
Yes, when you wrote that article.
That's it.
Yes,
You wrote the article.
his ankles. His ankles are perfect now. The surgeons have helped his ankles. Now look.
I'm going to get actual hate mail.
Yeah.
Why weren't the Rockets more excited about the running Beers game winner?
Well, there are many theories, mostly having to do with none of us liking the guys in the photo of the Rockets not being celebratory, about their leader, who we also don't like, James Harden. And this video or that picture is kind of staggering when you see it.
This was a great ending to the game, incidentally. The last 15 seconds of this game were a lot of fun.
Yes, and then you look Clint Capella, but the other guys, Dwight Howard,
Yes, Dwight Howard.
not so much.
Yeah, not really. But we're not going after the other guys. Brewer with a half-hearted, tepid applause
Terrence
there.
Jones, just stone-faced.
Yeah, there was still time left would be the excuse, but I think Pablo hit on it when he said, with this team, we will apply confirmation bias. Many of you do not like the people involved in this, and so when you see tension, even if there's not tension, you will invent the idea of tension.
Think about James Harden. We don't like that guy. He plays like a tax attorney, and thus we see that he is actually not somebody who gets the most basic courtesy from his teammates. They are not happy when he wins them basketball games. That's insane.
Well, I noticed no one else calls James Harden the running beer.
Yeah, you're the only one.
I'm the only one.
Yes, no one else does that, and I wish you'd stop. It's not going to catch off. You've been trying to do it.
Beard?
Yeah, he calls him the running beard. It says James Harden here, and he reads it as the running beard, even though that's not what it says there. And he wants this nickname to catch on, and he needs to give up on it.
That's based off of James Harden?
The running beard.
Yeah, you mentioned that. I mean, it's not going to catch on, Poppy. You've been trying for years.
Is Hockey Arrieta redefining the standard for an ace? This
Jake.
kid is Latino.
His name is Jake. It's not hockey.
Hockey.
I mean,
Is anybody?
I mean, what is that?
You can call
He
hockey
just made him a sport
anywhere?
on ice. Hockey Arrieta. He is an ace by any measurement. He's one of the greatest ever by any measurement over a 24-game sample size. Here are the numbers. Opponents batting 150 over the last 24 games. He's 20-1, ERA under 1. He's thrown 2 no-hitters, including the one last night. And the only game he's lost while going 20-1 is Cole Hamels throwing a no-hitter against him to beat him.
Which is all to say that I was kind of bored by Jake Arrieta's second no-hitter because
Yes.
guess what?
Yeah.
There have been 32 no-hitters over the last 6 years. That's more than 5 a year. Before that, there were, 15 in the previous 10.
Right.
So this has become less cool and less interesting by a factor of about 5.
Baseball's in a bad place, by the way, when nobody can get any hits, and basically even some of the more historic things that you're witnessing, like no-hitters, feel less historic.
Cubs fans, they're going to be so sad when he chokes in the playoff again,
man, see.
I can see it coming, They're
Turned on him so quickly.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Walt is going to be so sad,
Oh, he's going to be sobbing until he's dehydrated.
It's going to be hocking up Arrieta's.
Yes. What?
If the Wizards hired Scott Brooks to lure Kevin Durant, did they make a mistake?
Well, Kevin Durant was asked about this very theory, and, quote, I'm not really into theories, was Kevin Durant's quote. So look, yes, that's kind of a silly, crazy thing on its surface, but when you realize how to get a superstar in the NBA, it's trades, it's free agency, and the draft. The Wizards do not have the draft picks, they don't have the assets for a trade, and so this is actually maybe not that crazy, even if it's not by any means guaranteed.
They're paying him too much, obviously. $7 million a year puts him in the stratosphere of the Thibodeaus and the Stan Van Gundy's, who have front office responsibilities that he doesn't have. And yet still, given what Pablo is saying, if you think that increases your chances of getting Kevin Durant by that much, that's something you pay a few $1,000,000 for in a salary-capped league where it's really hard to get those financial advantages and it's really hard to get those guys to come to your team.
It's the one thing that every analytics and old school guy actually agrees on. You need a real superstar if you want to try and win a title. This may be the only shot they actually have.
Well, let me get this straight. Kevin Durant and Scottie Brooks, they were together in Oklahoma City, and they didn't win a title. Now the Wizards, they want to get them together again?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they pay $7 million
That's right.
for it?
Yes.
I don't get it.
Okay. All right. There you go. My father's math.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Coming up next on my son Stevie's show, we talk to Jon Jones.
The last time me and my brothers got in a fight, it was me and my little brother Chandler. We jumped Arthur. We beat him up for about maybe 2 hours, and
2 hours.
yeah, almost 2 hours. We held him and beat on him.
Joining us at the bench today is Jon Jones.
He is the baddest man on the planet. He returns to fighting this Saturday, UFC 197 on pay-per-view. I'm going to hog him. Pablo, get out of here.
All right.
Jon, over the last year, it's been a while since we've talked to you. Things have seemed nuts. Where have you been mentally? Have you been okay?
Yeah, mentally I've been great. You know, been growing. You know, been through a lot this last year. Put myself through a lot this last year, and you know, it's been great to have this year away from the sport. Time to just work on my character, working on myself as a man outside of being an athlete. You know, there's many different sides to my character. On one hand, I believe one of the most very disciplined when it comes to certain things. You know, like one of the first guys to practice. My approach to the sport. You know, just working my hardest and you know, just the self-belief that I have, and my work ethic is really strong. So I have some really extreme discipline. And then I was also living in a self-destructive way. Getting into partying and you know, smoking pot and you know, just being a wild guy.
Were you a popular kid? Because it sounds like it would be a lot of fun, literally intoxicating.
Yeah. You asked, was I a popular kid?
Yeah, were you a popular kid, or all of a sudden when you come to the rock star life, you're like, wow, this is tremendous.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be around me.
Yeah, I wasn't very popular growing up. You know, me and my family was always we were definitely below middle class, and I always kind of longed to be, you know, popular and be well liked, and you know, went in the build at age 23. You know, I found myself extremely popular at a young age and pretty successful, and you know, partying really made me happy. It really made me happy. It made me, you know, it made me feel like I had something that I hadn't had, and I really allowed it to take over. It really started to affect my home life and my work, and it became a problem.
You're such a strong dude. You're so strong in so many different ways. I'm curious whether you looked at yourself and said, well, how could I be so weak about this?
About what part? Being weak about what part?
Just about losing control.
About what?
About losing control.
Yeah, losing control of my life, ultimately. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, you know, I feel as if I'm the perfect example of how, you know, how we're all human at the end of the day. You know, there's people, millions of people, and people around the world who really respect me for my tenacity in the ring and the way I can fight through absolutely anything. But, you know, little did people know in my private life, I was, you know, smoking weed almost every day and drinking every weekend to deal with things, you know. You know, it can happen to anybody. You can get caught up in a lifestyle that you're not necessarily proud of. You know, my fiance and my kids, I think these are the people who I really feel as if I've disappointed the most. You know, my kids are aware that I've been in jail before, and they're aware that I've been in trouble with the law and things like that. And that's the most hurtful for me as a parent, because you know, you just want to be looked at by your kids like a god, you know, like it's just the ultimate example of how to be great and do great things and be this great person. And when you mess up, you know, it's just it really gets you when you let your kids down. And my fiance, you know, she definitely didn't sign up to be with a troublemaker. So, you know, it just makes you want to be better, man. It makes you want to be better. At the end of the day, I'm writing a book. My life is a book, you know, and I'm right in the middle of it all. And it's really about how you finish. That means the most. And you know, I vow to myself and to my family, my fans, that I'm really going to do the best I can to make the world really proud of me in the future.
Let's go to a 3-shot here. Get my father involved here real quick. I appreciate, as always, your openness, by the way, because I know I was hitting you in the same spot throughout the entirety of that, and I usually bounce around a little bit, but I appreciate your transparency.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it's freeing for me to be open and honest with the world. It's almost therapeutic in a way to just put it all out there. I'm sure someone out there needs to hear the message, so I'll just be that, you know, that vessel.
Just not nearly enough laughter in this one. We're used to laughing with you a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, but now we're going to bring in the comedic relief here. Now,
Nice seeing you again, John.
Good to see you too, sir. Always a pleasure.
Papi, go ahead. What do you got for him?
Yeah, when was the last time the Jones brothers, they got into a fight?
Oh, the last time the Jones brothers got in a fight. Man,
other.
it's been a long time, man. The last time me and my brothers got in a fight, it was me and my little brother Chandler. We jumped Arthur. We beat him up for about maybe 2 hours, and
2 hours.
yeah, almost 2 hours. We held him and beat on him, and I remember we had him so exhausted. I had Chandler go open up a door, so when I let Arthur go, we could take off running together outside of the house, and our strategy worked. We got out of the house, and our strategy worked. We got away.
That was 2 weeks ago, right? 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, no, quite a few years ago now. But I mean, we could do it again pretty easily. So.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Good to have you back, sir.
Thank you guys so much. Thanks for your time.
Gracias, John. Gracias.
Yeah, de nada.
Got a Hennessy in my hand. One more time before I go. Higher powers taking a hold on me. I need the one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand. One more time before I go. Higher powers taking a hold on me. Broadcast from the Clevelander Hotel on beautiful South Beach, Miami. Time to play the game that wants to know what happened to that boy. Do you question?
You give us topics and events, we question them.
That was the most terrifying way to do that.
It was like a pterodactyl.
Do you question if this interloping was worth it?
Oh, interloping. We love that as a verb. Let's see the interloping here. We've got Jaque, Arrieta, Jaque. There he is, getting the last out of what Pablo called a boring no-hitter. Yeah, we win. Yeah, Hayward, get in here.
Masculine bonding.
Yes, male masculinity. Wait a minute. What's that guy? Wait a minute. I think we found our interloper.
Whoa, and the Cincinnati police is very bad at apprehending people.
Wow, the Cincinnati police moving
that dude
slowly.
That dude took pheromone samples from everyone before he got apprehended.
Can we see that again? Let's see that again, if we may. Not just the
Look at
interloper, but how slow-moving
Look at that.
the police
He's
are.
putting his hands on as many human bodies as possible. He's just trying to get as many names on a list that he can say he touched.
Wow.
Well, that guy might have got into the celebration, but I think that he's going to have a rough time in jail now.
Yes, that's a reasonable assumption to be making. That's not going to go well for him in jail. So the answer to the question is no, that was not worth it, because now look at what you're left to imagine.
Do you question who won this stare down?
The Orioles beat the Blue Jays last night. We got Joey Bats. Jose Bautista's not happy about something. Let's see what he's not happy about. Ooh, that looks a little high. Yeah. Yeah. Who's going to win this stare down? Who won it? Oh, a spit. Some saliva thrown into the middle of it. That ruling has to go to the umpire there. You throw some spit in the middle of it, you win.
That's not the stare down.
Right.
This is a stare down.
Frank Robinson?
That's
Frank
right.
Yes, this is a stare down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you looking at me?
Yeah, who the hell else is he looking at? Yes, he's looking at you. He's been looking at you.
What are you staring at?
He's been looking at you for a decade and a half like this. He's never stopped.
Oh my God.
Turn away from me, Blue.
This is...
Blue. You better turn away. Blue. Blue. Come on, Dave Coulier. Fold your hand. Let's go. Fold your hand. Yeah, there it is. Yes.
What a whip.
I can't take Frank in a stare down. He's not that tough.
No, that's not true, Poppy. No, you would lose, Poppy. All right, what do we got here? Okay. He's not staring at Frank. He's just staring at a camera. He's not bad at it.
Very good at
He's
this.
pretty good at it. We found something that my father's exceptional
It's kind of
at.
uncanny.
Yes, look at that. Filled with rage. Oh,
Whoa,
it changes position, but the head and the stare.
And
No,
now
you
an
can't
evil smile.
No,
An
you
evil
can't smile.
An evil
No, you there. Much better. You can't smile. You got to stay in character, old man. No,
Oh,
don't laugh.
no.
I gotta breathe.
Yeah, right. There's
You're
that.
breathing?
Yeah, there's that.
Time to play the game that's really going to miss Pablo after today.
Oh, thanks.
Just kidding. See? Oh no.
Not even necessary.
You tell us what to watch on TV tonight. We'll tell you if we're intrigued.
On ESPN, Game 3, Cavaliers and Pistons.
Sure, I'll partake in some of this. You know what else I'll partake in? When Stan Van Gundy gets a dumb question and responds at maximum condescension.
Coach, what did you think of Ty's lineup in the second and fourth quarter to start each quarter? He put LeBron out there this time. That seemed to be his major adjustment from game one.
LeBron's always a pretty good adjustment, yeah. Yeah, that's really smart coaching to put LeBron on the floor. It is. That's really smart coaching to put LeBron on the floor. Give him a lot of credit for that adjustment, if that's what you want to call it.
It's so great. Pablo, are you intrigued, Pablo?
See, and that's made all the better because Stan Van Gundy, as we know, looks like the cartoon chef on a generic pizza box.
That's true. He does look like that. Say he doesn't. He does look like that. Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. But listen, if Tyronn Lue wants to impress me, he has to take LeBron out of the lineup.
Yeah.
Take him out for the entire second half, you know.
yeah.
Then
How
Stan
about
Van
that?
Gundy will be impressed.
Right.
I'll be impressed like
Right,
hell. He'll
right.
show his true colors as
Yeah.
a head coach, you
Yeah.
know, rather than just using
Right.
leaving LeBron here. Take him out.
Let's make that adjustment. Show us how much you got in your game, Tyronn
That's right.
Lue.
Definitely zero ulterior motive.
Sit LeBron all game. Let's see what you got.
On TV in England, Britain's Got Talent.
Okay, let's see what talent Britain's got. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, is this gonna? Oh no.
Do not try this at home. Thank you, giant block letters. And
Oh.
no!
No.
No!
No.
Oh.
Man. Oh no.
Oh!
No.
No!
That guy. What are you doing?
No!
More. Oh no. No. Oh, for the love of God.
No.
Now what's he gonna do? Now what is he gonna do?
What?
Oh, God.
Do not try this at home. What home has that? What home has any of the things this man is
I
working
was
with?
trying this at home just this morning, oddly enough, because I'm rebellious that way. No. Pablo, are you intrigued?
Yeah.
Papi, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very triple. That guy's a big chicken. You know, he should have gone all the way to the floor. He stopped about 4 inches from the floor. You know, you gotta hit that floor if you want to impress me.
Right. Okay. You've got to. Wow. Okay.
Death.
I mean,
Wants death.
okay, he wants. Yeah, Britain's got death.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching.
Our thanks to Pablo Torre for sitting in for Bomani all week. Bomani will be back on Monday. Thanks for watching.
Gracias. See you el lunes, except not me.
No, not you.
Watch this.
All right. Watch this, people. It takes him a little extra time to get out of his
Feels like
seat.
we've done negative.
It's a real one now. There's no tricks in this thing. This thing doesn't retract now.
Okay, this thing doesn't retract.
Now?
Really, Papi? Is he going to gag on the licorice? Is he doing this well? Look at that. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. This is the dumbest show in America. Yes.
Cannot believe
No,
this
don't
is work.
pull it out. No.
No tricks.
Oh, God. That's unpleasant.
No!
No, I don't
Want
want
some?
some.
Pablo, no.
No, gracias.
Good?